السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقه قولي. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. Inshallah, today we are continuing from where we stopped in the previous lesson. And if you can remember, we were looking at Fatal Islam, and then we actually stopped at this particular point. So as I said, in that particular lesson, it was in two divisions, not necessarily two parts, but the content of the topic is into two parts. The first part, he just talked briefly about a general youth, what their aspirations are in life. And now this second part is going to talk about an Islamic youth. So this is where the name of the topic or the topic comes into play. So without wasting much time, let's see what he says. He says that walakin, with the first general description that he made of a general youth, he now says walakin, however, lamma kanat dawlatul islamiyya, okay, when there was the Islamic state, wa kanat al-himamu aliyatan, and himam, enthusiasms, it is the plural of himma. If you can remember, in the last lesson we saw himmatun. Let me show it to you. Okay, here. Okay, wa alat himmatuhu, here. So that is the plural. The plural is himam. Okay, himamun. So wa kanat al-himamu aliyatan, and enthusiasm, the enthusiasm of people were high. كان الشعب المسلم يطمح إلى إقامة الجهاد. The Muslim youth was desiring, was having severe desire, إلى إقامة الجهاد, for the establishment of jihad. إقامة is establishing, okay, إقامة. وفتح البلاد, and the conquering of countries or nations. فيفتح قطرا أو يؤسس دولة. So he opens or he conquers. Of course, Fatah is literally translated as opening. And of course, if a country is opened, meaning in the, this is the actual meaning is to conquer. Okay, opening it opening it to Islam. There is no Islam in it, and then you conquer it, and then you establish Islamic ruling. So that is what we mean by Fatah in this context. So فَيَفْتَحُ قُطْرًا. So with this jihad, they opened or they conquer nations. Qutrun is just a country or a region. Okay, a country or a region is called Qutrun. أو يؤسس دولة, or he established. Assasa, the verb here is assasa yu'assisu, which means to establish. Okay, afaman assasa bunyanahu, like Allah says in Surah Tawbah, afaman assasa bunyanahu ala taqwa min Allah wa ridwanin khayrun amman assasa bunyanahu ala shafa jurufin harin fanhara bih. So, aw yu'assisu dawlatan, or he established a state. أو يموت شهيدا, or he dies as a martyr. He dies trying. So this was the vision or the aspiration of the Islamic youth at that time. They were desiring to either to establish jihad, fighting on the path of Allah, or to conquer nations for Islam, or to die as a shaheed in the process of trying. So, or to die as a shaheed in the process of trying. Haza Muhammad ibn Qasim. This is Muhammad ibn Qasim. So he's giving an example. As-Saqafi. Muhammad ibn Qasim As-Saqafi. Qad Ghazal Hind. He invaded Hind, India. وهي بلاد بعيدة من بلاد العرب. And it is a country which is far away min bilad al-Arab, from the Arab nations or from the Arab countries. Wara al-Bihar, behind seas. Fahazama junud. So, and he overpowered. He defeated Junud, armies. وَقَتَلَ الْمُلُوكِ, and he killed kings. وَوَظَّفَ الْخَرَاج, and he imposed kharaj. I think this is kharaj. This kesra here is actually fatha. وَوَظَّفَ الْخَرَاج, and he imposed kharaj. When we say kharaj, kharaj is taxes. Okay, you know when you conquer someone, when a nation conquered another nation, and so they want to still be under his rule but not submit to his laws, they pay taxes. So that is the kharaj here. Wazzaf al-kharaj, and he imposed taxes. Wasaba zurriya, and he captures descendants or families. Wafataha Muhammadun as-Sind, and Muhammad conquered Sind. وَتَوَغَّلَ فِي الْحِنْدِ, and he penetrated deep, or he went deep into Hind. So this Muhammad, I think, tawaggala. When we say tawaggala, it means to go overboard unexpectedly, like he really went deep. Okay, we have, like Allah says, لَا تَغْلُوا فِي دِينِكُمْ. Allah is talking to the Ahlul Kitab, the people of the book. لَا تَغْلُوا فِي دِينِكُمْ. Don't go overboard in your religion. Okay, you go overboard, then you now see Jesus is Allah. You know, subhanallah. So this kind of thing, that's we call it gala yaqulu, to go overboard. Okay, gala yaqulu, okay, gaul, to go overboard. So from it we have tawaggala, to go deeper, like to penetrate deep beyond expectation. So what tawaggala fil Hind, he really went deep into Hind. Hatta qata'a nahara Bayas, until he reached Bayas, the Bayas river. Ila al-Multan, to Multan. So all these are places. Okay. وَفَتَحَهَا, and he conquered it. وَهَضَعَ Ahlul Hind li Muhammadin, and the people of Hind, they submitted to Muhammad. Khada'a, the verb here is khada'a, which means to submit, to become to someone's ruling. Okay, for most of the time you hear the teacher saying ukhruju bi khudu', go out with calmness. So calmness, being calm to something, that is khada'a. Okay, that is the verb khada'a. So the people of Hind, they submitted themselves, or they were come to his rulings. Okay, to Muhammad. Wa ahabbuhu lidinihi, and they loved him for his deen, for his religion. Wa karamihi, and his generosity. Wa adlihi, and his justice. Ma anna al-aduwwa al-qahira la yuhab. Despite the fact that ma anna, this is an expression which means what? Despite so and so. I hope that is clear. So ma anna al-aduwwa al-qahir, despite the fact that the enemy who overpowers, al-qahir, the one who overpowers you is the qahir. Okay, the enemy who overpowers is not loved. It's not loved, and that's the nature of every human being. Every human being loves freedom. So if someone is imposing the rules on you, you don't actually like the person. Okay, so that's what he's saying. Despite the fact that the enemy who overpowers you is not loved, it's not a person who is loved. Okay, no one loves to be under dictatorship of another person. Okay, but despite this fact, this person was loved for his religion, his generosity, and his justice. Okay, his justice, and that is so. That is so. You know, one time this particular one of these Jewish scholars, he was wishing that the Islamic, rulership returns to this religion, this region. Okay, this region where the conflict is. Okay, within the Al-Aqsa region, Palestine. He was wishing that the Islamic leadership comes there, because he sees it as something that will bring peace and something that will bring justice to even the Jews. So they wish that the Islam, even though the fact that they are not Muslims, but they wish that Islam was ruling over them, and they wish for it, they are yearning for it. Yes. So even the time of the Khalifa, this Khulafa al-Rashidin, people used to love them a lot. Even, especially those who are not even Muslims. Those who are not even Muslims. Because of their adl, their justice, and nobility, and generosity, and all this good akhlaq. Hope that is clear. وَصَنَعُوا لَهُ تِمْثَالًا, and they manufactured for him timthal, a statue, ala adati ahlil Hind, on the custom of the people of Hind. So this is their custom. They like building statue for people. So that's what he said. That's why he said, وَصَنَعُوا لَهُ تِمْثَالًا, they manufactured a statue for him. Bimana, they manufactured a statue for Muhammad, this particular person. Ala adati ahlil Hind, on the custom of Hind. So timsal here is statue. The plural is tamasil, which comes in the Quran. Okay, it's قال لأبيه وقومه ما هذه التماثيل التي أنتم لها عاكفون. Ibrahim alayhi salatu wassalam, he's asking his father and his people, what are those statues? ما هذه التماثيل, what are these statues that you are devoted to them in worship? So that is tamathil, the singular is timsal, is statue. وَتِلْكَ الْفُتُوحُ الْعَظِيمَةُ, and that great conquer, كُلُّهَا, all of it, كَانَتْ فِي مُدَّةٍ قَصِيرَةٍ, it was in a short period of time. Mudda, a period of time, qasira, short. So it was in a short period of time. Jiddan, a very short period of time. Haza wafatihu sind, this, bimana, this conqueror, wafatihu sind, and the one who conquered Sind, lam yatajawaz as-sabi'ata asharata min uburihi, they didn't reach, lam yatajawazu, they didn't surpass. Tajawazu is to surpass something. Okay, they didn't surpass 17 of their age. Bimana, they didn't surpass 17 years. So the maximum age was just 17. We could give them. We could give to them. The age was approximately 17, but not more than 17. وَفِي ذَلِكَ قَالَ الشَّاعِرُ. So 17 years. This youth were 17 years while they were able to do this great conquer. Okay, and this is something strange. Okay, 17 years, but able to do this. So he says that وَفِي ذَلِكَ قَالَ الشَّاعِرُ, and based on that, or in that, a sha'ir, a poet says, سَاسَ الرِّجَالَ لِسَبْعَ أَشَرَةَ حِجَّةً. سَاسَ الرِّجَالَ, he led men. Sasa is to lead, or to administrate, or to direct. Okay, so he led men. لِسَبْعَةِ or لِسَبْعَ أَشَرَةَ حِجَّةً. Bimana, with 17 years. Or he led men while being 17 years. Of course, this is poetry. They don't take their time or to write every word in details. You have to look at it. Arabic poetry, that's the nature of Arabic poems. Arabic poetry is just written in a very brief manner to relay a lot of information. So you will not see, if you look at it, actually, most of words, as I translate it to English, most of the words are missing. You will not find it here. So, Sasa Rijal Sab'a Ashara Tahijatan. He led men while or with the age of 17 years. Walidatuhu, and his age mates. The word here is lidatun. Lidatun, which means someone, a person of the same age as you is called your leader. Lidatun. Okay, person of the same age. So walidatuhu, and his age mates, anzaka fi ashgalin. Some of the I saw another bite of this same poem which had izzaka. Walidatuhu izzaka. I saw this another place, it was izzaka, but here we have anzaka. Okay, anyway, it released the same information. Okay, we know what it released. anyway. So walidatuhu adhaka fi ashgalin, and his age mates, when izaka bimana during that, fi ashgalin, were occupied with other things, where those who were occupied with other things, fi ashgalin, they were in things that made them occupied, fi ashgalin. So this is the end of this particular lesson. Alhamdulillah. We will continue in the next lesson, inshallah. Jazakum Allahu Khairan wa barakallahu li wa lakum fi Qur'an al-Hakim. And as we have said, if you have any concern, any thing that is bothering you, something you didn't understand, inshallah, you can contact us just through the email, and we'll be able to respond to you, inshallah. جزاكم الله خيرا بارك الله لي ولكم في القرآن الحكيم ونفعني وإياكم بالآيات والذكر الحكيم.